The Chargers have been playing football at this beautiful facility since 1967. The stadium, renamed Falcons in 1997, is referred to as simply the Q by most of its fans. He'll down it in the end zone. The Falcons will set up shop at the 20-yard line. The stop was made by Smith. Wells gains about 2 yards on the run. Smith was there to bring him down. 4 yards on that play, and so it'll be third down. Passes to his left. Tackle was made by Timmons.
Receivers who can make plays like that on third down tend to have nice, long careers. Well, the defense didn't get the sack, but they got the next best thing, and that was a bad throw.
This one appeared to be on the offense.
False start, offense. Repeat, second down.
So it's now 2nd and 15 following the penalty. Passes on the move. Third down coming up after that incompletion. That brings up another third down attempt. Throws short. The stop was made by Harris.
Well, let's face it, there really aren't too many plays in the playbook that would have gained enough for the first down there, so they just took what they could get.
It'll go out at the 35-yard line and takes a terrible bounce. Short pass to his left. Leon Hall is there on the tackle.
It's tough to pay too much attention to a running back in the passing game because at least half the time they're staying in the block. So when they do slip out, occasionally they can hit you for a big play.
Throws it short.
I know we all talk about 40-yard dash times in the NFL, but as a receiver, if you are a great route runner and you understand what the defenses are trying to do to you, it doesn't matter if you run a 4.340. If you can get in and out of your cuts like this guy, you will always be able to play.
Williams was there to bring him down.
He picks up 3 yards and a first down. Those aren't runs that look really pretty in the statistics the next day, but when you keep moving those chains, it makes a difference.
Throws it out. He's there for the catch.
Yeah, really not much a defense can do when you get a guy that can throw the football like that. You know, you get yourselves in position defensively, you think you're in the right spot, you're going to make a play, and a guy makes a throw like that, and you go, hey, that's a good throw.
Passes. Nearly picked off. He should have had that one. Kenny Britt was the intended receiver on the play. They get it out there on the toss. Can't bring him down. Now he has room. And that will be enough to pick up the first.
How many times have we seen this guy do exactly that? They get him trapped, they had him in the backfield, and it looked like that was a loss all the way. Somehow, some way, he got it done again and picked up the first down.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
They go with the fullback. Howard makes the tackle. And this is the 9th play of the current drive. Pass is complete. Stiff arms, and he's brought down.
Very risky pass. You never want to try and throw the ball across your body like that. Players in this league will come up with interceptions on that one.
Tries for the end zone. Leaping catch. He comes down with it. Touchdown. The Chargers are able to score the game's first point.
Just a great route that time. No way that he wasn't going to catch that football and score with that one. That was beautiful.
Holding offense.
Bill Dawson is good on the point after. Here's your sprint drive summary. San Diego is up a score. Porter fields it at the 1. He brings it back to the 23. The defense could do no wrong the last time this team had the ball. Stafford gives it up the middle. Wells gets 6 yards on the carry. So second down now. The offense needs about 4 for the first. Tosses it out.
Sometimes we focus too much on the blocking on the outside, where in reality it's those interior blocks, the cutting off of the inside linebackers that allows the running back to pick up a nice gain. That time they executed it and picked up the first down.
Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackle. Wells gets 6 yards on the play. And they'll run him again. Tackle was made by Smith.
And as a play caller, when you see a successful running play like that, it makes you a little more confident to call it the next time.
Again with the run. Still pushing. The stop was made by Joe. Wells picks up 5 yards with the carry. Short throw to the right. No one can come up with it. Harris was defending on the play. Passes the ball. Oliver was there on the tackle.
The Falcons are getting on a bit of a roll here. Nice play calling and good execution. The defense looks a little confused right now.
He passes short. The stop was made by Godfrey.
Just keeps the ball moving down the field. 6-yard gain and a little progress.
Short throw to the left. What happened there, Chris?
Well, they got caught in man-to-man coverage on that play, and I couldn't tell if the defender slipped a little bit or not. Maybe he just got beat on the play.
Here's the pass. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Matthew Stafford is just such an accurate passer. It is so difficult to play man coverage against him because he can get it into very tiny little holes.
Connor Barth ties the game on the extra point. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. He'll down it in the end zone. The Chargers were able to put a scoring drive together on their last time out.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Gets the pass away. Tackle was made by Vilma. Higgins makes his 3rd catch of the game. They line up at the 40.
Let's go, y'all!
Give to the tailback. The stop was made by Howard. Brown gets another carry. Gain of 2.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
Throws it. Knocked down. And the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
This one's going to go out of bounds at the 31.
The Falcons punctuated that last series with a touchdown. I got to tell you, they look really good. They have this defense way back on their heels.
Hands it off. A 7-yard play, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll go with the run once again. He can't bring him down.
The Falcons are pushing guys around pretty easily right now. When you can put up this kind of per carry average, you definitely have the upper hand.
Wells gets the carry. He fights forward to about the 46.
And, Tom, that was because the defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
He fights forward to about the 49.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
Just gets it away. To the 20, to the 10. Gets in for the touchdown. Matthew Stafford has now thrown for 3,000 yards this season. Connor Barth tacks it on to make it a 7-point game. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. They get him at the 27. They had to punt it away on their previous drive. He throws right. No completion. Howard had the coverage on the play.
Second down.
Brown gets the ball. Brown gains about 2 yards on the run. Brown takes the give. And they're not going to get it. Great stop.
Well, I'm sure the defense was caught a little off guard by that run call there, but if you're going to call run there, you better pick up a first down or you're going to be reading about it in the newspaper the next day.
He'll get to about the 35-yard line. The Falcons got the ball into the end zone on their last possession. What a hit! A 5-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd down. He'll get it again. He tries to spin, but he's brought down.
The Falcons have decided that they're going to come out and run the ball on this defense, and so far there's no sign that they won't succeed.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 48. Wells, the ball carrier. He gets out to about the 48-yard line. Taylor was there on the tackle.
He's hammered in the backfield.
Well, that's no fun for the running back. It's one thing to get stuffed at the line of scrimmage, but when you start losing yards running the football, that's a disaster.
Throws it short. He does a good job to hang on to the ball.
So many times in the games today, you see a quarterback settle for those underneath throws, where in this situation, it really is a time to try and push the ball down the field a little bit. Those quarterbacks, though, they don't like to take chances on interceptions, and clearly there I thought he could have taken a little bit more of a risk.
It's the tailback. Tackle is made by McBath.
Brown gains around 8 yards on the run.
They'll give it off here. The stop was made by Thomas Howard. Brown does a great job to get free and pick up the first. A pickup of 4. That brings up second down.
Nasty, baby, nasty. It's all like popcorn. Come on now. It's all like popcorn. 60 minutes.
Dumps it out right. Hall was there to bring him down.
If you're going to try and stop a tight end from catching those types of balls, you have to get physical with him at the line of scrimmage. If you give him free releases, he's going to wear you out.
Thomas Howard makes the tackle.
Brown picks up about 4 yards on the play.
Another run.
And he makes it out to about the 34-yard line.
Before he gets brought down.
2-yard pickup.
Tom, that was a run blitz on that play. They brought the middle linebacker effectively, filling all the gaps, and there was simply nowhere for the running back to go.
Gets the ball away.
The Chargers are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their 3rd first down.
Here we go, here we go.
And it's knocked loose. Brown was the intended receiver.
This is the 9th play of this drive.
60 minutes. Play a ball game.
Short throw to the right. Runs right through the tackle. McBath was there on the tackle.
The Falcons suffered a major lapse in coverage that time. Joe Flacco made a great read, saw the zone, knew exactly where to go with the football. Perfect quarterback play that time.
Dominate this.
Passes it. Touchdown, San Diego.
Dustin Keller brings so much to the table as a wide receiver. He's really an asset to this offense.
Bill Dawson adds the extra point, and we're all tied up.
Here's your sprint drive summary. Porter from the 3. He gets this one to the 26-yard line. They were forced to punt on their last drive.
Get ready.
Throws it. And he caught it. The tackle was made by Marcus Trufant. They hurry to the line. Brings it in.
Boy, that's just a special play right there. You see these great athletes on occasion, the ball's thrown up, and it's just a jump ball, go get it kind of situation, and he went up and made a great play there. Those are the kind that quarterbacks don't soon forget.
To the 10. Touchdown, Chargers.
Not only was that a tremendous interception, but when he got the ball in his hand, he looked like he knew what to do with it. What a run.
Bill Dawson puts it through, and it's a 7-point game.
Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. Dropped at the 28-yard line.
Coming off the interception in the last drive, no reason to really change anything. One big mistake doesn't change this ball game. Just get right back to your game plan.
Gets the pass away. It's incomplete.
Whoa, that was really lucky that one wasn't picked off. Not a good decision at all there.
The pass is away. Johnson gets his hand on it. They can't hook up on the pass. Now the offense will be facing third down.
Let's go.
He throws right.
The Falcons get another good gainer that time. This offense is finding early success in the passing game.
Throws it short. Will Witherspoon was there to bring him down.
And that's one of those plays where you leave it up to the receiver to make yardage after the catch is made. When he can't find his way into open space, you'll see plays like that.
There for the reception. The Falcons will take their second time out of the half. Barely gets that one off.
When you get that kind of pressure, a lot of times the play will result in something worse than just an incompletion.
Crushed as he threw. Johnson, interception. And the defense just picked up their second interception of the half.
Well, they're reading the quarterback's eyes, and anytime as a quarterback you look too long in one direction or at one wide receiver, the defense is just going to break on the ball, and they've been taking advantage today.
They give it to the tailback. Tackle was made by Harris. Brown picks up 5 yards with the carry. Gets the pass off. And that was a touchdown-saving tackle.
The Falcons decided not to go man in that situation, and it probably cost them big yardage. Joe Flacco knew he had an opportunity for a big play and delivered a really nice ball.
That's right, dog. That's right, baby. Play it to the whistle. Let's go.
Here's the throw. Right through his hands. He almost has the pitch. McBath was defending on the play.
To the person seated in section 44, row 9, seat 13. You have won a year's supply of beer.
Dumps it out right. Too close to call. Here comes the chain gang.
It's a big one now.
They're just inches short. Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert. They line up at the 16. And it's good. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. They get him at the 31. They'll start at the 31. He gets popped as he throws. Time for a short break as we send you to the studio for stats and highlights.
Welcome to the halftime show. Let's get you caught up on what's happening around the league.
Here are the other scores from the first half of action. turn to your game stats. Atlanta racked up over 350 yards in the first half. Joe Flacco has thrown a couple of touchdowns. San Diego is on top, 24-14. Now let's take a look at some of the top plays from the first half of your game.
The second half is about to begin. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back to San Diego. He'll down it in the end zone.
Get this right here.
It's 1st and 10. They hand it off. The stop was made by Williams.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain.
20. 20.
And running backs who are good receivers are pretty rare. You know, a lot of times those guys, they come out and they're good running the football, but they don't make the kind of plays in the passing game. This guy can clearly do both.
Breaks a tackle. Lawson gets his hands on him and drags him down for a loss at the 29.
Play smart, baby. All right, go get him now.
Another run. He's dropped for a loss.
Well, that's what happens when defensively you get every gap covered. There is simply nowhere to go with the football. No chance for the running back that time.
Let's go now. Go.
Passes it out. He tries to spin, and he is dropped.
The Chargers have been unstoppable when they go to the pass. You think the defense would make some kind of adjustment at halftime, but so far that just doesn't seem to be the case.
Harney on the inside handoff.
And it looked like this defensive line just beat them off the snap. Sometimes those guys can time out the quarterback's cadence, and if the quarterback doesn't start changing that snap count, his offensive line is going to really struggle.
Brown gains about 4 yards on the play. Harney takes the handoff.
Yeah, and for a minute it looked like he might slip out of there, but the defense got there. The pursuit was all over it, and they made a nice stop.
The ball will go into the end zone for a touchback. You'd have to think this is where they need to make something happen in order to get back into this one. Gets the pass out. Tackle was made by Taylor. Bird is able to make his 4th reception. Passes to his left. Trufant gets the pick. The Chargers are having good success taking it away. That's their 3rd INT of the ball game.
I told you.
Brown takes the handoff. Brown picks up about 7 yards on the run. Short throw to the right. They push him out of bounds, and now they have first and goal.
The Chargers' passing game continues to impress. There's almost no resistance when they try and throw the ball. It seems like they're getting 10 to 15 yards every time.
Touchdown, San Diego. Flacco throws his third TD pass of the contest. Bill Dawson adds the extra point.
Here's your Sprint drive summary. He'll return it from the 4-yard line. He gets out to about the 25-yard line. They'll set up shop at the 25. They hand it off. He fights forward to about the 26. John Rodgers was there to bring him down. Throws it out. Johnson makes the tackle. You can tell these guys practice that play quite a bit.
Yeah, I can remember hearing stories about old-time players in the NFL that literally they could go out in the pitch black and make throws and catches without really even seeing the ball. That's the kind of timing we're seeing today.
Bird now has 5 catches. Passes is there for the catch.
The Chargers have done an outstanding job containing one of the best receivers in the game up until this point, but that time he slipped away and made one.
Here's the give. He fights forward to about the 43 before he's dropped. He throws right. Comes down with it.
The Falcons are having some success getting the ball down the field on this drive. This offense is clicking.
First down now and 10 to go. Goes for the end zone.
Not sure if he got in. The call is touchdown.
That passing touchdown gives him 3 for the game.
Terrific play call that time by the offensive coordinator to take advantage of that weakness in this defense. Sometimes as a play call, you just get the feeling you're a step ahead, and that's been the case today.
He'll down it in the end zone.
The Chargers are looking like a confident bunch on offense right now. If they can put together another touchdown drive here, they'll have a significant advantage.
On the ground, right side. Tackle was made by Williams.
They line up at the 21.
They go with the run. McBath was there to bring him down.
As a quarterback, you really want to make that pre-snap read, and it's kind of hard to not see the middle linebacker. He came on the blitz that time, and sometimes you just need to get out of a play like that.
Passes the ball. Incomplete pass.
And if he can get just a little bit more time, there are guys running open down the field. The pressure is getting close, but it's not there. He should take a fraction longer to make that throw.
Porter fields it at the 30.
The Falcons on that last series proved they can move the ball on this defense. They just need to keep it rolling now.
Feeds it to the back. Wells gets about 4 yards on the play.
Let's go.
It goes straight to the back. And he makes it out to about the 41-yard line.
Will Witherspoon makes the tackle. Here's the pass. Stafford has made some great throws in this one, finding plenty of holes in the secondary on his way to over 300 yards. They go with a run. Wells picks up about 4 yards on the play. Wells on the give. 5 yards. That'll bring up third down. Third down now. They'll need a couple of yards to convert for a first down. And that's the end of the third quarter. The score is 31-21. Chargers. The Falcons begin this final quarter in field goal range, down by 2 scores. Gets the pass away. Johnson was there to bring him down.
And tailbacks love that. Anytime they can get into the open field, think about that position. You're constantly pounding the ball inside and getting hit by those big linebackers. Now you get out in open space and you have a chance to make a play. Very effective call that time by the defensive coordinator, bringing the outside linebacker a terrific way to give your defense some help in stopping the run. Good pressure that time, and they forced a bad throw. Not much he could have done with the pocket collapsing like that.
End zone. Harris picks it off. And that now makes 4 picks he's thrown.
Ouch. We have some quarterbacks in the league that'll go a month without throwing 4 interceptions. Some will go half a season. Today, this has been embarrassing.
He gets out to about the 6-yard line. Handoff to the right. He gets out to about the 9-yard line before several defenders bring him down. Throws it. He leaps. It's caught. McBath is there on the tackle.
And there you see just a little bit of how tremendous these athletes are in the NFL. The ability to go up above the defense and make a play like that, that was fun to watch.
Gets the ball away. Hall has it. To the 20. To the 10. Touchdown Falcons. That interception will give them new life.
Well, I agree with the strategy that you have to stay aggressive in this situation. You can't just sit back and run. But that being said, the quarterback has to be smart. If it's not there, just check it down.
He'll return it from the 1. He breaks the tackle. He stopped at the 24-yard line. Give to the tailback.
And when your defensive line can handle their guys up front and not allow the offensive linemen to get down on the linebackers, it really gives those linebackers a chance to look great.
They go with the fullback. He gets out to about the 22-yard line before he's wrestled to the ground. They get 2 yards, and that makes it third down. He'll get the call again. He'll need to mix it up a little better to avoid these 3 and out.
I don't know. I thought they looked pretty mixed up on that series. I didn't see anything go right.
Porter fields it at the 27. He makes it out to the 40-yard line. The offense will start at the 40. Hands it off. He's tackled at the 42 by Witherspoon. They need to do a better job of managing the clock here.
Yeah, I guess they're thinking we don't want to completely abandon the running game at this point, but at some point you have to start putting a few points on that scoreboard.
No completion that time, and it'll bring up third down. Passes it. There for the catch. It came loose. We're going to have a scramble. He scoops it up. The Chargers fought for it and came away with possession.
Nice work to get that ball and cover it up. He's a hustling player. He got there, and then he's strong enough to get it out of the pile.
Coach Jim Mora is not too happy with the call on the field, so he's going to throw the red flag.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is overturned.
And they will keep possession with the reversed call.
Again, we have one of those kinds of calls where you have to watch two parts of the body. When was the knee down? When did the ball come out? Difficult to officiate, but they got it right.
Is this a first down? Here's the measurement. He did get enough for the first. From the 49-yard line. It's the tailback. Gains his way to the 33-yard line before he's brought down. The veteran is having a great game. He reaches 100 yards on that carry. They line up at the 33. Wells on the handoff. About 6 yards on the play. That'll bring up second down. They hand it off. Too close to call. Here comes the chain gang. They're just inches short. They line up at the 24. Gives to the back. They can't bring him down.
It is just so difficult for offensive lines to account for the safety. Typically, that's the one free runner that you have. And if you have a top-flight safety back there that can come in and make those kinds of plays, it really helps your run defense.
They get him at the 26-yard line. They couldn't do anything against this defense on their last drive, and they were forced to punt. Throws it. Drops the easy pick. Higgins was his intended target.
Second down.
Gets the pass away. McBath makes the tackle. Dustin Keller makes his third catch of the game.
There you go.
They hand it off. Manny Lawson was there on the tackle.
Well, that time the outside linebacker came on the run blitz. They got some penetration and shut down the play.
It's 2nd down and 8 to go. There are 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Let's go, fellas. Go!
The pass is away. Defender tips it away. Price was the intended receiver on the play.
3rd down.
We gotta be big time now. Let's go. Gotta go right now.
Gets the pass off.
The Falcons were caught napping on that play. They played a zone, which is fine, but after that catch was made, they just didn't respond fast enough. Joe Flacco made a good read and delivered it on time.
Brought down behind the line.
And I really like the discipline of this defense. You never see these guys trying to do too much. They control their gaps, and that time there was nowhere to go.
Gives it off. The defense calls a timeout. And this is the 8th play of the drive. They'll keep it on the ground again. The Falcons take a timeout, and they'll have 1 timeout left. He's got it. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. That was a great kick from that distance.
It really was, wasn't it? There are no field goal kicker jokes going on the sideline right now. Just a lot of love.
He brings it back to the 23.
The Falcons will now go into their 2-minute offense, just down by 3. Plenty of time to work this down the field.
Moves to his right. Here's the throw. He leaps. It's caught. Godfrey was there to bring him down.
And one of the things that people don't realize is that it's much tougher for a quarterback to drop back, essentially facing the right, and complete those passes to the left. Most quarterbacks a much higher percentage of completions throwing to the right.
He gunned that one in there for the first down, didn't he?
He really did, and when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
Short throw to the left. Just about 6 yards on that completion.
Just a simple throw and catch for a gain of 6. That's just the kind of passing play this offense is built around.
He throws left. Makes the catch. Bird brings in his 6th catch of the game.
They are not good.
They'll give it off here. Tackle was made by Johnson. Johnson makes his 5th stop of the game on that play.
Called by the defense.
This to take us to overtime. It's good. And that was not an easy kick, Chris.
Yeah, it looked like a little adrenaline kicked in on that one, didn't it? Maybe even surprised him how far he hit that one.
He's tackled at the 24-yard line. Well, that's the end of regulation, and this game is unsettled, so we're going to overtime. They get him at the 27. They go with the toss. Breaks one, and now he can work. Gains his way to the 49-yard line before he's tackled. That last run puts the veteran at about 100 yards rushing on the day. They'll go with the run once again. Thomas Howard has been on a collision course with the ball carriers. That takedown marking his 5th tackle.
forced him to throw that one before he had a chance to read the coverage. You know, typically when they blitz, you end up in one-on-one coverage, but you have to have time to throw the ball.
Black 35. Black 35. Let's go.
Dumps it out left.
Not sure if he reached it. They'll measure.
All right, I got you. Come to me now.
They didn't get it, and that's how close they are.
It's 4th down. The Chargers line up to punt. And they can really put their opponent in bad field position with a good punt here. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 20. 1st down now and 10 to go.
Let's stop him right now.
Cuts back and he's dropped. Wells picks up about 7 yards on the run. Hit as he let go of the ball. Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
And that's a pattern that this team likes to run. You know they've been studying that all week on film, and yet they still can't stop it.
On the ground, up the middle. Wells comes away with 2 yards on the carry. 2nd down and 8. Halfback screen. Harris will drop him behind the line at the 33-yard line. Third down, they'll need 14 to convert. Ball on the 33. Passes it out. And it's completed.
Not sure if he reached it. They'll measure. The signal is a 1st down.
1st and 10. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. He fights forward to around midfield before he's gang tackled.
The defense did a nice job there jamming the running back, bringing the outside linebacker on a blitz. Sometimes those outside backers a little more athletic and can really help stop the run. Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
Justin Smith was there to bring him down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 22. They'll give it off here. Tackle was made by Justin Smith. Justin Smith with the takedown again. That's his 5th tackle of the game. It's good. The Falcons win it. Great finish. That'll do it from San Diego. Stay right there for the post-game highlight show.